And welcome back to another edition of the St. Mary of the Woods College Sprint Football Coaches Show. My name is Ace Hunt. We're alongside the head coach of the Pomeroys, Blaine Powell. Coach Powell, you got the unintended double bye, and then finally got back into action with a big win over at Quincy, keeping that perfect string of victories on the road alive.
Yeah, it was a really good win too. They're a talented team, and really liked the way we came out, right off the bat, and jumped on them early. I think had them down 23-0 after one quarter. They got a score on us, and then we answered it right back. So, really good win. And like you said, another road win, which is it's just amazing what these kids are able to do on the road. To be on a bus for 4 hours and get just an hour and a half in between, before we go over and get weighed in and everything. Yep. So they responded really well. Really, really glad to get the win and get to come back home now.
Let's talk about some guys that played well. I was impressed with the play, obviously, of Hazard. He looked like Christian McCaffrey running, and then he looked like Tim Tebow with the jump pass there at the goal line.
Yeah, and he was lobbying to get a receiving touchdown too, but no, I mean I thought all of our running backs played really well. Him and really Patrick Perea, he did a great job in that game. He kind of gave us a spark when we needed it there in the first half, and blocked really well. For Darren whenever we're in the Wildcat for it with him, and Jeremiah played really good. We had four different quarterbacks or four different guys that played quarterback in that game, and all of them did a really good job. I mean, Carter came in for most of the second half and managed our offense really well, and we had Xander Hunt ran the ball well, had a touchdown, and in his package that we have for him. So I mean, really, it was really a team effort, especially on offense. On defense, I mean, what can you say about Adonami Parker? I can't remember a performance like that in a first half of a game. I mean, the kid had 15 tackles, 3.5 for loss, 3 sacks. He had forced a safety. I mean, his effort in that first half was absolutely amazing. He was all over the field, and some of the chase down plays he made were just incredible.
And Parker will be our custom guttering player of the game.
Without a doubt.
He might be the not only the player of the game, but the player of the month. Like you said, 17 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss. They were sacks, safety recorded, and you know better than I do, but looked to me like he only played half the ball game.
Yeah, he played about 8 or 9 plays in the second half, and we got him out of there. But he was just dominant while he was in there.
Another guy that played well for you, special teams wise, again, Connor Wardlaw didn't miss any extra points, hit a field goal this week.
He's. I mean, we had we had couple times there where we were driving and get to a third down, and we had him, we had the field goal team get ready, but there's no hesitation. We know his range, and he kicked a 26-yarder, which is really a chip shot for him, and just perfect on extra points. Did really good on kickoffs. But another couple guys I felt like had good games was Jaden Houle. Freshman, outside linebacker. I thought he played really well on defense. And Ollie, I don't know, Bakar or Baker or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his last name that well, but he played really well. He's really been coming on in practice. Both those guys have. They play scout defense for us, and they're a pain in our neck in practice, and they got a lot of playing time in this game, and just did an excellent job when presented the chance to play. So it was definitely a really good day for us in all aspects of the game.
Looking ahead to the coming weekend, it's a chance as Coach Griff Olson said, we're going to honor between 12 and 17 seniors.
Yeah.
I know there's some TBDs on future plans for a lot of guys, as it is every year.
Mm-hmm.
And but I know you think a lot of this senior class.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for me because that first year these guys took a chance on the unknown with me. I came here not knowing a whole lot, where this was going to lead to, and for those guys to jump in there with me here and our staff, it was very appreciative of everything they've done. They've grown so much and matured so much. I mean, we talk about all the time just how much they've matured in these 4 years that they've been here with us, and it's going. I couldn't be happier for them. Really, I couldn't, because they've achieved so much in these 4 years. But it's a sad day because it's the we're getting closer to them being gone,
Yeah.
and that's going to be tough for us because they've become such great leaders, great teammates. They take a lot off of my plate just through the leadership of the team and everything. And I can't say enough good things about this group that we have that going to be graduating from here.
And another thing about those guys, you recruit nationwide,
Mm-hmm.
but this first real group of guys that came in as freshmen with you as a freshman college coach, it's heavy on Sullivan County, Greene County. Those guys came along for the ride with you.
Yeah, they did. And it was. I think it was so important that they did. It was Jake, Kyle, Lane, and Jaden. I don't think I'm missing anyone in there. If I did, I apologize. But those guys to come on board with us like they did, and just believe in what we'd done at Sullivan, and they knew what to expect, and it helped them. It helped us in a way because they were able to kind of broadcast that to the rest of the team that first year. Like, hey, this is the way we're going to do things. This is what he expects. This is and that was a vital thing for us, and just can't say enough about them. I mean, I've coached all those guys for 8 years, and they've grown so much, and just I can't say enough good things about them.
Don't let them forget, though, you beat them across the graduation stage by year.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Now, it took me 33 years, and it took them 4, but I did beat them on the calendar. I beat them.
Well, Coach, when we come back, we'll talk about not only the upcoming game itself, and we'll look at the scenarios as the playoffs are right down the road, right after Senior Day. We want to thank Quality Roofing of Indiana for your support of the Pomeroys all season long. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the St. Mary of the Woods College Sprint Football Coaches Show. Coach, big one coming up this week against Bellarmine. You look at it, it's the last game of the regular season. You've already wrapped up the division title and home field for the semifinals. But really, when you think about it, there's a lot on the line. I mean, you got to keep winning to ensure that you finish with the top record in the league, and have home field throughout with that division record and not playing Calumet. There's still a lot on the line this week.
Yeah, there is. I mean, we have to, continue, and really we want to continue to get better. That's the key. Is it doesn't really matter who you play. I feel like we made some really good leaps this week at Quincy, and we want to kind of build off of that and continue to improve. But big game, of course. Like you said, we got to keep winning. We got to turn around and play them again the next week, same place at home. And it's one of those situations where you almost have to coach it up as a nameless, faceless opponent, and then, all right, just kind of, hey, here's what they do, here's how we want to attack it, and go about it that way, instead of getting really caught up in the Bellarmine, SMWC, and all that. Because they do some really good things. They have some really talented players. They're very diverse with their offense. They'll bounce in and out of under center wing T to spread, throw the ball out, at you. So, we have to be prepared there. And then they have a very good defense. They showed that this week against Calumet. They're a great opponent. They always have been. I mean, they've been one of the top teams in the league since it formed. And we've had some great battles. I mean, they're the only team to beat us other than Calumet, and they beat us here at our place one season. So we know our work's cut out for us, and we know what we got to do. We just have to put in the work and get prepared.
We talked about it last week briefly, but just so the fans are aware, obviously the game at Calumet did not happen other than the first 4 minutes, so it was a no contest due to the weather. If both St. Mary of the Woods College and Calumet end up with the same exact records after this week on Sunday at 1 o'clock, Commissioner Ron Prettyman will flip a coin here in Terre Haute. That's like the old Ric Flair way of settling things. Just flip a coin, see what happens. But I know you're good either way, whatever happens.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter to us. If we are fortunate enough to make it to the championship, we don't care where we play it. Not real worried about that. Our main worry is winning these next two games and then putting ourselves in the position to be in that coin toss. You know? And I'm sure Calumet feels the same way. I know they got a couple tough games coming up too, so it'll be it's going to be a fun 2 weeks in our league, I think. And it's going to be a lot of scoreboard watching and things like that. So we're looking forward to it though.
Yeah, you're right. Not only does St. Mary of the Woods College play Bellarmine each of the next 2 weeks, Calumet is playing a very tough midway team each of the next 2 weeks. I mean, while that coin toss scenario centers on the Pomeroys and Calumet, I mean, both you guys have pretty tall orders coming up the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's never easy to play the same team twice anyway, but to do it back to back makes it even more difficult. And especially with the talent that both those Midway and Bellarmine have, us, Calumet and ourselves, we have a very difficult challenge, just as the other teams do. That's what makes it so much fun these last 2 weeks. Before leading up to the championship is just the scenarios that can happen. So should be fun.
I guarantee you South Carolina doesn't want to play Alabama again this week.
I think Alabama can say the same thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of good, tough battles. It's it'll by the time we hit the field, it'll be after Halloween. So this year's moving along quick.
Yes, it is. Got here quick. Got here really quick.
Coach, good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'd like to remind everyone that kickoff is set for 3 p.m. It's St. Mary of the Woods College hosting Bellarmine out at West Vigo High School and J. Barrett Field. Last regular season game. Come on out early, about 2:35 or so. We'll honor our senior class out on the field. So as Coach likes to say, get out to the tailgate early and then into the stadium early as well. And we hope to see everybody out there. Thanks for visiting with us this week.
Thank you.
You've been watching the St. Mary of the Woods College Sprint Football Coaches Show, presented all season long by Quality Roofing of Indiana. Go Pomeroy!